What the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He vatored!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw. For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Welcome. The real ones know the clapping is mandatory or else you're banned. And Justin always out here putting on a hell of a show for us. Even outdoing Gooch, who apparently is not on the streams anymore, I guess. Rip Gooch. Apparently had...
There's a reason to annex him.
Pancake breakfast this morning? What is that Canadian code for, huh?
Something about his 1 year anniversary.
Like
I don't know.
Maple syrup. I don't even want to know. Actually, I changed my mind. Badger,
I would like to do his intro. I would like to do Gooch's intro.
Yes. Well, we all have much to do today. Badger, you especially. You want to tell people what you got going on today?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about Predators on the at stream. It's going to be really fun. Predators, one of my favorite movies. Yep, that's what I'm doing.
We went a little long yesterday, so we'll probably go a little short today since we got that stream after. And then, you got anything going on after that stream, Badger?
I'm going to see Wicked because everyone forced me with the monies. Fuck.
No, we are feeding...
I bought my Wicked.
ABF needs to suck our vital essences from us, so you're just providing our current sacrifice.
I ain't got no...
He does.
I ain't got no vital essence left. I know, Jessica. They forced me. They forced me.
Mm-hmm. Yes, at $1,000 gunpoint.
Yeah, Gooch is having pancakes with the golden girls that assaulted him. Jessica, they paid
his arm.
Like $1,000. I have to go see it. I'm sorry. Poor me.
And ABF, you're joining us for the Predators 2010 stream as well, correct?
Yep, I will be there.
I'm excited.
The last good Predator movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys have been watching crap, and then it's followed by crap, and I got invited to the one that's actually kind of good. So I'm very appreciative of that because I just had to watch Kraven the Hunter, and I thought that was gonna be the worst movie of the month, but no. I had to watch War of the Rohirrim. Another reason we're going to keep the stream a little short today, because I am going to lose my voice because I'm still a little sick and I'm about to scream, and none of you should watch this, so I'm going to have to go into some detail for you guys just to make sure you don't watch it. I'm the guy telling people to go see freaking Wicked, and I'm about to absolutely trash War of the Rohirrim.
Hammer is cool.
Chat decided by I think 60 to 40% or so that I should buy this. And I was so angry. I stormed out of the theater, started my car, and then walked back in and bought this stupid thing. 3 stupid movie employees standing there at the counter. I'm like, can I get some help? And then the one employee way down, I'm like, oh, I guess this is the one freaking employee. All right, I'll go hit the one employee up. $35. But unlimited pass.
Popcorn.
Save me 10%. $35 does not come with popcorn.
It doesn't come with popcorn?
$35 does not come with popcorn.
It's not the America I want to live in.
I was actually really happy. I was like, does it come with popcorn? She's like, oh no, I'm sorry, it doesn't. I'm like, oh thank God, I don't want popcorn right now. Also, I feel like I'd probably want to wash this before I put any food stuff in it, but there's a good chance that
before you put anything in there. But
yeah, this is probably gonna have some tortilla chips in it at some point. I thought about doing that last night, but all my tortilla chips are currently crumbs, so that would have been a bit of a mess.
I'm just saying, I want to campaign to live in America where popcorn comes with popcorn buckets. What are we doing?
I figured it did.
Day one, popcorn's coming in the popcorn buckets.
Oh, wait, did I pull it? Oh, no, I think we'll be discussing it tomorrow. but the war
Coin on his
on
selfie stick, yeah.
the war on daylight savings is ramping up hard right now,
Thank God.
and it yes, could have been the number one campaign issue, but for some reason he waited to bring it up. Tomac dropping 35. I'm not sure I've ever seen a $35 super chat, Tomac.
Did he Turok you up a little bit?
So there was a super chat about the universe's dumping ground or something like that, and we're like, what is Tomac talking about? As usual, I just had to do a little bit of research. He had gifted me Turok 1, 2, and 3, and I kind of think I might need to play Turok 1 for one of the monthly member videos.
What kind of economy do you have where you have $35 blowjobs? Holy hell, would I be getting a lot of blowjobs if they were $35 a pop?
For real? Have you guys ever seen a $35 super chat?
That's like $1 a fucking... What are we talking about here? It's like $1 a second.
I mean, I've seen $69.69 super chat. I don't think I've ever seen a $35 one.
Now that is America I will live in. $35 blowjobs. We got everything in this country. The cheaper blowjob anywhere.
Congrats on getting old, Jess. We're all dying. All right, so... Since we're keeping it short, let's get right into this. Has got to be a bit of a rumor. Rossi misses Gooch. You're never gonna guess what this is. It's like a butt peach.
Oh yeah,
he misses his. Because
butt stuff.
I thought he's being all sweet and missing Gooch. No,
man. Sure, maybe he misses. Yeah, it's probably butt stuff though.
But yeah, we will be discussing butt stuff here momentarily. But
if
first,
this is true, by the way, if this is true, Sony likes to lose money.
There's like, that's when I first saw this. I'm like, there's no way. Oh, Variety. And I tried to read the article. The article is absolute nonsense about how there was really never a Sony Marvel verse, and then also it's not dead after Kraven. And I was like, this is too much brain damage. I can't read on. So I have no idea if this is true or not, but it is from Variety. If it is true, what the fuck is wrong with you? ABF, thoughts on not putting Spider-Man in your Spider-Man villain spin-off movies?
I actually can't think of a reason other than sabotage.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Unless they didn't want to pay for a specific Spider-Man.
I know, but
and
like,
they thought
a cameo, you can at least afford the cameo money.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you know what? It's extra paperwork. That's what it is.
Call in a favor or something. Like one of the Spider-Mans got to owe you a favor, or someone Spider-Man adjacent. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So while watching Kraven, kept thinking this can't end up being as bad as Madam Web. It's just not physically possible. And then it slowly kept getting as bad as Madam Web, and I'm like, no way. There's just no. And it ended up being as bad as Madam Web. It wasn't quite Joker 2 losing my mind. It was close to Megalopolis, where I'm just like, but I knew it was Sony Marvel slop, superhero slop, so I kind of knew what I was getting, where Megalopolis like broke my brain, and Joker 2 was so bad it physically hurt me and drove me insane. War of the Rohirrim. I thought Kraven would be the thing that broke me the most. No, War of the Rohirrim. All right, so for disprove, the first thing I think I said was, I recommend seeing Kraven. Kraven was far better than War of the Rohirrim because it actually had men talking like men, doing men things. Even though it tried to say that was bad. It did a little. I actually did. Everyone was like, oh, toxic masculinity and all that stuff. I didn't really pick up on all of that as much, so it's somewhat subtle. But my thought was, it's as bad as Madam Web, but there's men instead of harpies, so I'll give it half a point advantage
this
on
is the
that.
Gladiator 2 equation, where we're so starved for any form of masculinity, let's put it that way, that men just hyper-violent killing.
Gladiator 2, I recommend Gladiator 2 over Kraven and War of the Rohirrim, but I recommend Wicked over them all. All right, so... It begins. All right, I'm gonna try not to yell too much, guys. 35% for top critics. That's a 5.2 out of 10. All critics, 52%. That's a 5.8. So almost a 6 out of 10. So that means it's slightly better than okay. All audience is 72%. 85%. No.
I'm
taking my. Go ahead, Badger. I'm taking my jacket
I was gonna
off.
say a lesbian being obsessed with manly men is extremely funny. Shout out to Disprove. Mathien for 100 Norwegian krona.
Knox. They're
Hail.
called Knox.
Okay. Hale, just fresh off Christmas prep, and a video of John Williams conducting the Vienna Philharmonica playing the Imperial March was a joy. And they say we don't like things. Check it out. Shout out.
The
Imperial March.
Arguably, other than the Muppets, the best part of the Game Awards was probably the orchestra. All right. Come here, Cargo. All right. I'm going to do a visual representation of my score out of 10 real quick. Some of you who watched last night already got a sneak peek. For some reason, because of my prop comedy, people like to say, you're like Carrot Top. You're Gallagher. Well, you know what I have to say about that?
No, give the Gallagher. Oh, that's child abuse.
I know. That's what I was going for, Badger. No, it's the child abuse. All right. So, we start off with, it turns out it's Eowyn. Oh, Jessica, you stay the hell away from this movie. You don't even lay a freaking eye on a frame of this movie. You will pull your hair out. So it starts off with Eowyn, I didn't realize it, doing voiceover.
Miranda Otto, which we heard was going to be one of their tactics to try to legitimize it.
Yeah, it's similar to how they started off the trailer with a minute of Lord of the Rings clips. All right, so... Oh, wait, yeah, actually, here, sorry, we got the IMDb pulled up. If you haven't seen the trailer, it starts off... This is how the trailer starts off. This kind of starts off how they do the map and a little Game of Thrones-y style, and then it goes into the voiceover and strong woman, and she's with the Great Eagles? Is that what they're called? The giant eagles. Were they the Great Eagles, I think?
Yeah.
And she's trying to tame one. And they are enormous. That part is cool. The size.
Them? They're sentient.
Yeah.
She throws a giant chicken wing to it.
But
literally.
That would work on me.
I mean, that might work on me too, but that's because chicken is delicious. And I'm black on the inside and from the waist down. But still,
hey, we all love chicken.
Like,
thank you very much.
Like, wouldn't it be offended if you tried to treat it like it was a dumb animal? They're supposed to be like noble shit that understands.
Yeah, what if you
language?
were to say, try to pet it on its beak that could easily kill you?
Well, she could pet me down there and I might let her, but I don't know about the beak.
To be fair, her directly isn't the girl bossiest worse. It's a lot of things around her. Also, thank you, Cornbow, for that red thumbs up. So, like right here, you think, oh, she's about to freaking tame the monster. No, it goes right at her, and yeah. So she doesn't immediately girl boss, but then later, of course, she ends up. They do understand universal basic or whatever, that's common tongue or whatever it's called, and she does talk to it, and they do come and save the day at the end. And when she's fighting the final villain, Wolf with a W for some reason, it swoops down right next to him, and I thought it picked him up, and I thought it was going to, like, the whole denouement was just going to be Great Eagle swooping in and taking the bad guy up and killing him. It didn't, and that's good.
It's a little cannibalistic, isn't it? Throwing bird to a bird.
Well, I don't think. No, I don't. It wasn't a giant chicken wing. It was like a giant bison like leg. But she throws it.
Well, that's a horse of a different color.
Well, you know what I'm saying, or a nerf, a nerf. Yeah, she's a nerf herder or whatever.
Oh, a nerf herder. Oh, those nerfs are delicious.
So immediately you're in with the Eowyn voiceover and the freaking Eagles, like the thing that even like people who are fans of the movies and lore are like, Eagles, bro. Well, just don't. Well, we're not going to talk about the Eagles. That's what we're going to start with. Okay, all right. And I will say, as you can see here, because when we first saw her, hot redhead with, I must say, they don't take any budgets away from this region. She's got some gazongas on her. So hot redhead, like, no, they are not secret. They are out. Yeah. Out and proud. So it's one that's like, I should like her. And if she was, it's a Yasuke situation. If they just made her a supporting character instead of the whole focus and acting like, oh, this is normal. This is what everyone wants. This unnamed female character. Which actually, okay, that brings us to, there's so much to get angry. Shield maidens. Shield maidens. So when the Rohirrim had died in some other war, all the men died, so they needed someone to step up and fight with them, or fight for them. And it was the women. The shield maidens stood up and all the women saved the day. We could do it, women. Rohirrim women get things done. But here's the problem. We only needed the female soldiers then in the emergency, and we appreciate their sacrifices, but now we've forgotten about them. They've got the list of the banners, and their banner name is like ripped out, and then they're talking about pulling the shield maiden banner down so they can forget about the female warriors. And then she's the main character, female warrior. Could you please serenity now? Serenity now!
Red French Moon for 2. Is there at least boobs jiggle like an anime?
I will say I didn't goon hard enough to notice the jiggling, but I did goon hard enough to notice. I certainly noticed. So I was happy in that department. But you're just going to have to take my word for it, and literally none of you are allowed to watch it. Kraven, I said you can, when it comes out on stream and you're morbidly curious, you want on the background while you are vacuuming, go ahead. This is a don't let it touch your monitor or phone situation. Stop it. Don't. I watched this so you don't have to. I sprinted out and I flipped off the screen on the way out. Everyone probably saw me. I kind of embarrassed myself a little bit, but I couldn't help myself. At the ending, man, I'm getting to the ending. That was so bad. Saruman and Gandalf. All right, but next, all right, moving. Okay, Shield Maiden. So yeah, oh god. And then so she's got her own little Shield Maiden campaign. Oh, all the Shield Maidens are gone. We don't have Shield Maidens anymore. Oh, well, don't worry. We got a supporting character who's a Shield Maiden. So Shield Maiden just means you're just a normal woman with a sword, but you have a shield on your arm that's this big. So you're just a woman with a fucking sword, and she just BTFOs everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't even think there were any more shield maidens, but apparently she's a shield maiden.
Shields are pretty heavy, so they got to give them a small one, right?
Speaking of heavies, oh man, they should have just made Helm the freaking main character. He was high TA.
You look very interesting when you're doing that. Yeah.
This is his hammer. Notice how the female protagonist, it wasn't her who got the popcorn bucket. Weird. Strange, the strong white man got the popcorn bucket. How weird. So he is built like a dump truck.
Never enough.
As you see from the trailer, some bro comes in, he's like, "Oh man, we gonna fight because I want your bitch to marry my son and shit, know what I'm saying? And we gonna fight." And then they start blasting. But King High Tea, he's all like, "Let's take this outside." And they do. And he lets the fat dude punch him 3 times. And he goes, and then he one punches him and kills the dude. Dude's 350 pounds. Just makes him do 3 barrel rolls. Dead. Make that the main character. What are you thinking? Instead, we got an anime girl. I forgot to switch out of my flannel pajama pants into basketball shorts, and I'm really regretting it right now. I'm getting all worked out.
Oh, no.
I need to cool down. All right, I'm pulling them up. All right, so Act 1. Pretty decent. Definitely some salvageable things. I was in the mindset similar to Kraven where I was like, oh, maybe this isn't all that bad. And the messaging wasn't too terrible at that point. It was all within tolerable levels at that, for me at least. And then that ended, and I kept saying it can't get worse. It can't get worse. I walked out. I thought about walking out. The only other movie I've thought about walking out of is John Wick 4. The second time he fell down those fucking stairs.
Leave your hammer on.
I literally ran out of the theater and had to go back and buy this piece of crap. All right. So I did like Helm, but then he did have the occasional moments where he's like, "Oh, daughter, you're the bestest, and like you should be in charge and all this stuff." So she doesn't necessarily girl boss. A lot of the supporting cast will kind of girl boss for her, or like she's got brothers, and I like some of the brothers, even like the shaved side of the head brother. I like. But they were kind of just killed off, you know. All right, time to kill off another brother. All right, kind of like a mobster movie situation. All right, we haven't killed off someone. We got to kill off another brother. And then the only one left is girl boss. So it's like she doesn't necessarily girl boss. The story and supporting cast girl boss for her. So she's likable-ish enough and does have somewhat of some character and personality a bit. So as a supporting character, I would have liked her.
Does she say, I am no man? Does she say the line?
No, but I talked about how she says, I don't need no man like 10 fucking times. She actually says, I don't need a husband like 10 times. She is a
scissors
princess.
Across Middle Earth.
It's the classic, you're a princess with all this privilege, born to marry someone you don't want to, but oh no, I'm a tomboy and I'm a strong independent woman, so I don't want to do the one thing I was born to do because I don't need no man. That part she definitely had the girl bossness of. Other than that, somewhat tolerable, but man, and I think maybe we're gone too far, or maybe we're a little too sensitive. No. I left and I went like this as I was walking out. Thank you, Jake.
Now, how about a smooch, huh?
Save me, Jake. I'm not gonna be able to talk during the Predator stream.
Yeah, just gonna need a U-Haul. Don't think it's gonna work out.
I'm like halfway through the first act. All right, I'll say something nice. So there are a ton of painted backgrounds and like scenery moments that are absolutely freaking gorgeous. Some absolute eye candy. Many things that are very Tolkienian. There is a lot of Lord of the Rings feels in it. But then also there's the reverse edge of that, where at the end when the cavalry comes in during Helm's Deep, the cavalry arrives on the Gandalf Hill. They're like, 3 days look to the east or whatever. They get saved by the same exact fucking cavalry charge. So it's like, hey, they did the Lord of the Rings thing. That's not. Oh no, they're doing the exact Lord of the Rings thing. So it's not all rainbows and butterflies. All right, I gotta get through some of these pictures here. This is Wolf with a U. This scene that we got the like 8-minute clip of, this is like the end fight scene. Kraven gave us the first 8 minutes. That makes sense. Why are you giving the middle / ending of Act 3 away for what are you? He sucked. Basically, he kind of had a little crush on her back in the day, and then he wanted to marry her. But she's like, I don't need no man. And then her dad punched his fat ass dad, and then he has this horrible. Even though my dad's a terrible person until he started the fight and fully got what he deserved, I'm just gonna get vengeance on all of you, which is so dumb and boring. Give us a good reason. But nope, we got Wolf with a U instead. This right here, this is what I'm saying. This dude has got some Giga Chad energy. So spoiler, he think dies-ish, but then he kind of runs off and you think he's like a monster, and he's literally terrorizing the enemy armies. And that's probably the best moment, when he is just like straight murking everyone and they're all like afraid of him because his high T energy is like gone full Super Saiyan, and they're like literally scared of him as like a mythical creature levels of scaredness.
Jessica, you seem upset. I suggest you make some maybe some chocolate peanut butter cookies. Ooh, that would be good. That'll be nice and peaceful. And you just go ahead and send them to us. Thank you.
Oatmeal raisin.
Oatmeal raisin.
Was there no other options?
No other options? What are we in a famine?
That debate started an actual war. That's why I brought it up.
Oh,
Raisin's about to expire.
So we fortifying.
So yeah, they think he's a wraith or whatever. So we got like the other brothers, kind of feminine-ish. This guy was good. So make him the main character. You know, the guy here in the main character chair. Make him the main character. This dude right here, make this the main character. And then supporting character, and we'll make her a more of a main supporting character. That's fine. Okay. All right. No, this gentleman right.
You underrepresented the booba.
Oh, well, maybe in this job, but yeah, no, don't you worry.
Okay.
They're not some secret. This that they kept showing, this is also the final freaking fight. Actually, this is right before the stupid, the bird swoops in, and I thought, maybe. I tried to be very polite when I'm in movie theater and not make too many exclamations, but it got so, I felt bad. I had someone like a 2 seats away, and I was probably annoying them.
I'd be so fucking fat if I was dating Jessica, because every single time she got upset, I'd just be like, you know what, honey, you should make cookies. That makes you feel better. Cookies.
And also, you know how we're like, oh, Philippa Boyens and all those people, they're coming back to do the new stuff. Some of those people also worked on this. Like I said, I do have some good things to say. There are some really, really pretty sceneries. And that's the end of the nice things I have to say. So here's this crazy badass frost troll. And you know how we don't like Galadriel 1v1ing a frost troll?
She got an ice troll in under 30 seconds.
Well, thankfully her high tea father comes in and just like gives him the old 1-2, rips his horn off and some stuff and his high tea. And it's just like, I still would prefer a little more of a fight, but like bulked out crazy king who's got like elder blood 1v1ing the ice troll compared to Galadriel, the 5'2",
blood, you say?
Yes. Like, at least it works. And then so she like finds the secret passage and then comes out, and then she sees 2 orcs in this troll for no reason. And then at the end, oh, I need to ride off with my new lesbian shield maiden lover, and we're gonna go to meet this wizard to tell him about these orcs I saw. The wizard's name is ... Gandalf. And that is why I flipped off the fucking screen, because right before that, because they got the new king like sitting on the throne like from Rohan, and here comes Saruman. I was ready for him to say, "Here's my buddy Wormtongue."
Fucking groan.
And that's why I like really. Oh yeah, here he is after he just beats like this 1v1 in an ice troll. Okay, I can live with that. All right.
Well,
so
Gandalf looks jacked.
That's what I'm saying. Make this guy the main character, and we're having a different discussion right now. So this is a good example of some of the animation. So some of the animation did look really good. The background looked really good. A lot of concerns about frame rates and stuff like that from the trailer. If you had those concerns, you will continue to have them when you watch this. This one, they had a bunch of soldiers on. Oh man, it's it's like 1 frame a second to half a frame a second. It's super jank, but considering the budget they made it for compared to like what Pixar's budgets are, oh my god, this is it.
By the way, that was not Gandalf. That was Helm Hammerhand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Make him the main character, and we wouldn't. So I didn't even put this together. So when Gandalf appears on the hill, it's at the sunrise, right? He's got the sun in the background.
Look to my light.
Well, the fights at night, so they have the moon behind him, and then they run down the exact hill. They do the exact same like weird quarter angle shot of like the steep hill going down. and if it had been good and we had the Giga Chads, I could have lived with it. I would have possibly enjoyed it. Like this dude's got like 4 arrows in him and he just keeps going. He doesn't die at the end. What kills him is he gets frozen fucking solid, like in a Giga Chad fist pump, fight Donald Trump stance. Make this the main character. Like what's wrong with you guys? Oh, let's see, sacrifice. And then this, she's just surrounded by all the wildlings, and they're like, oh, we're gonna 1v1, and she's wearing this wedding dress that someone who died, or he just kind of had a crush and wanted to marry her, and it would have been good for the families and whatnot. He didn't do any. This guy, like, he had good intentions and whatnot, and then his dad gets killed and is a piece of crap, and then he's
That's
like,
a
"Oh, okay,
guy?
I want revenge." This
Sorry,
wolf
from behind that looks like a fucking wafy ass chick.
This is Wolf with a U. This is the villain.
Stop it.
Yeah, let's see if I can get. Yeah, here he is. This is the villain, and then this is his number 2, and then he hires like the wildlings or whatever the hell their names are. And yeah, like this, we got a little bit of battling. That was fun. All the giant like Oliphants were great and what have you.
Oh, I'm glad Gooch isn't here for this one. This would have triggered the shit out of him. Huge anime fan. This film's not something I go, it's not anime. It's not anime.
I will say, so at the end, she gets his helmet and stuff, and I thought she was going to put it on and ride into battle, but thank God she does something else. But I was going to be so pissed if she, like, literally took the mantle. Yeah, here. Okay. So the whole shield maidens, they're all gone, and she's got her shield maiden OP friend and whatnot. So at the end,
yeah, it's all over the place.
The shield maiden throws the tiny little, throws it super hard. She catches the shield and flies back 5 feet. Doesn't just chop her hands off.
Yeah.
And then she like does a little maneuver and then shoves the shield into his neck. So they literally kill him like with the whole shield maiden girl power business. Where are you at, Grogu? Come here, buddy. All right, I think I think I've mentioned most. There's probably more, but I think we're at 30 minutes. Let's see if there's anything else I want. So have I talked you guys into seeing this yet? No, you guys aren't gonna watch this. Good, because you're banned from watching it.
Well, I'm seeing that it had a lot of potential. It
did.
And then Peter Jackson was the executive producer?
Would.
So
he got paid and showed up at the red carpet. It's about all I know.
I mean, doesn't this kind of like tarnish his reputation for the upcoming movies?
Doesn't make me excited. Much like Creature Commandos is not making me excited for Superman. This shit is not making me hopeful for whatever. And it was already suspicious of an Andy Serkis-led Gollum fucking movie.
But what if I told you Pippin has a voice and I didn't even notice? Now are you excited?
Nutella, please.
Oh, dang it. All right, yeah, for real. All of you are banned from this. I'm normally the voice of somewhat moderate reason. Maybe like let's try to be a little more like objective and stuff. No, this objectively is anger inducing and needs to be shamed, and none of you are allowed to watch it. You've been officially banned. All right, next topic. I can still talk. I need to change into some shorts though. Oh my God. Yeah, I had some more, blah, blah, blah. You want to know more? Gary has a video. Oh, no. And then Philip Aboyan said some stupid crap I don't even want to talk about. He literally justifies doing all this and says all the worst stuff.
Ooh.
We should let's talk about it. Let's talk about it momentarily. Actually,
real quick.
We might have to. What, real quick?
No, good. That's what I was looking for. Is her trying to cope about that? Because that's probably what they're going to say about any criticism to Circus.
All right, Wolf with the W, their leader. Okay. No, God dang it. No. All right, here we go. All right. Sometimes the most compelling story is this untold story. So that's something that Tolkien wrote in a letter. So that means that the girl with no name needs to be the main character. So he said the thing. We know they're going to say, wait, Shake, did you change your profile picture to just another Shake?
I did the thing,
or
though.
am I crazy?
I did the thing.
He's just standing there, menacingly. Get out of there, SpongeBob!
Oh, and that reminded me. Okay, so at the beginning when Eowyn is doing the voiceover, she's talking about how, what's her name? Hera? Yeah, fucking Hera. I love that. I can't even remember her name. How Hera, her song is, you won't hear sung in the fables, the tales of old. So they literally in the very beginning say, oh yeah, we totally know that she's not actually in the lore, but that's only because she's a woman and the Shield Maidens got removed from the lore because we didn't appreciate our strong women. That's how it fucking starts. And then you see Philippa Boyens literally comes out and says all of that same stuff. won't seek out any stories about Hera in the old songs. That is deliberately saying to the audience, we know what we're doing here. We know. We understand that. Stay with us. No, that's where you lost me, idiot. Where we work from is don't just change something arbitrarily. If you're going to change something, do it for good storytelling reasons. That's not what you did it for. And then anything you bring to it, make it feel real, make it feel authentic. Giga Chad Helm felt pretty damn authentic. And then people getting pushed back. You know, it's like Tolkien didn't just write books. He wrote an entire mythology, a vast, incredible work, which is so detailed and so complex and works on so many different levels, blah, blah, blah. And you can leave that alone and not touch it. But he himself did not want that. He didn't want anyone touching his work whatsoever, but Philippa Boyens says that apparently he wanted people to mess with his work. And he himself said that he wanted other minds to come to it.
Yeah, they're grasping.
Those books are going to stand as these masterpieces till the end of time. We can't ruin them. So people who come at you saying, oh, you ruined this, oh, you ruined that. No, all we did was we presented you with an adaptation of this work, and some people will come to it and relate to it, and some people won't. And sometimes the criticism is justified, and sometimes it isn't. You are all banned from saying this.
What does that even mean?
Fucking no, I'll do it. Actually, I tested this on my head. I can hit it with this side, the popcorn side. I can't. This one hurts.
I think I want my money back.
Okay, next. Oh yeah, I brought this up to make us all happy. All right, so here we go. Mufasa decided to come out on the same day. Oops, mute. Okay, so I thought Mufasa was coming out like a couple weeks ago or whatever, because there was no movies coming out. So I was like, oh, the one movie coming out is Mufasa. But for some reason, they saved Mufasa to come out on when everything was coming out. So, God, Mufasa's so fucked. But hey.
Seems retarded.
They can't hurt me anymore. The bad ones are done. Now I got Sonic 3 and Nosferatu to look forward to. All right. We have something very important to talk about.
Yeah.
Very important.
Three things important.
I got Captain America 4 coming out. I got to change some shorts. I feel like you gentlemen can find some things to talk about with this picture up.
Yeah. She's hot.
Would anyone say that she's mid, like those Twitter posts that were trying to bait people? Not the right kind of baiting?
I don't think she's mid, even without all that makeup on her face. But
bait? What do you mean bait? People on Twitter would never do something like that. All right, so mostly peaceful means pick on the menu versus the food they serve you. So everyone was out there trying to get their interactions. It's something along these lines. Get their Twitter feed. If you're trying to say Sydney Sweeney isn't hot in those pictures, blah, 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 I'm going to call you gay. There's one where it all...
Bait. Yeah.
Here. Yeah. One of them is bait. Yeah, there we go.
Right there.
Yep.
Classic.
100%. He knows what he's doing. Yes. Then we've also got all women are catfishes. The question is to what degree.
Okay, so wait, who said that?
This was the, I think, original dude that pissed everyone off with this take.
Oh, okay, good. Because for a second I thought it was Golden Age Geeks. So I was like, he's straight, isn't he? All right, yeah.
Oh,
when I first saw these pictures, I was like, oh yeah, she looks hot as fuck. You can clearly see she's been working out for that boxing movie. That's a great body. I'd put her through the paces. Not gonna break that one. And that's what you want a girl to look like. Spoiler, they most of the time are not going to look with all that fake shit on their face. That's what a natural girl looks like when they're hanging around and wearing like unflattering clothing. That's a bikini. She was very flattering. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand what they're expecting.
Yeah. I know she's like, she's got some like lines from where she was like sitting or something like that. Like,
and
that's
so fucking white. Everything else is on point.
I know.
On fucking point. You put a bodysuit of any superhero on her right now, and I would have been like, all right.
All right.
I
was like, he dropped another, and 5 minutes later, that doesn't. All right, now I get it. Oh yeah, it actually keeps them. Yeah, it shows them as the different ones.
Yeah.
Wait, it's the same. Okay, it's the same account. All right. Yeah. All I am saying is there was a reason why I forced everyone to say with their mouths that Rachel Zegler is ugly, because we start off with, oh, Rachel Zegler's eyes are on the side of her head. She is ugly. And then you go to You go to Rachel. You go to what? Ella Purnell has big eyes. She's ugly, and then somehow you end up at Sydney Sweeney ugly, and it's just like, guys, it's
For some reason, she does look way uglier in the Snow White, clips.
oh yeah, it's that awful hair.
Yeah, I think so.
So Sydney has also
I
seen
understand
this.
what we're doing. I understand what we're doing.
Oh, well, thankfully we can go and skip ahead. Let's go and see what she's been up to, being in the best shape of her life, I assume.
No, she looks great. And still feminine, even though she's got actual muscle and looks like she could fight.
Yeah, this is what actual strong woman looks like. Yes.
Yeah. This is the shit that Natalie Portman didn't do for her fake Thor movie.
Correct. Wait, speaking of boxing movies, I keep seeing the freaking trailer for it. It's this boxing movie about a black girl who she's like boxing to get out of the ghetto. And every time I see it, I just shake my head and laugh. And it's just like, are you guys trying to lose money? I don't
8mm of boxing movies.
All right, so I think we found the original poster. Guys, pulling back. I'm just gonna try to pull you back. You have whatever opinions and thoughts you want. I'm just gonna try to pull you back a little bit. Come on, guys. Come on.
It's not the best fucking look.
Come on, guys. We're
Really
better
not
than
the
this.
best look.
Well,
Come on.
do you guys remember Margot Robbie tweet going around and them calling her mid like 1 year ago?
Yeah, correct. And that's what started this whole conversation.
Yeah, this is exactly the dead internet theory about how everything repeats every single year. Like that's one of the bullet points of dead internet theory. So we're just at that point again where everyone's calling some hot
because the
mid.
clickbaiters on social media, they need their clicks, and well, they don't have anything new happening, so we'll do what happened a year ago.
Yeah, people just aren't that creative.
Looking forward to a petition of Sweeney to play Squirrel Girl.
No, AT&T Lily is obviously the Squirrel Girl. But I do like where your head's at, Tomac.
Talk about a body on that one. And do you know if that costume I sent you was
I
real
cannot
or was
show
it a mod?
I considered showing the Squirrel Girl costume. I'm not going to show the Squirrel Girl costume, but let's just say she had a Borat bikini skin. We'll say, what are those? What are like the full body G-string things, string bikinis called?
Yeah,
she has one of those. Tomac, thank you. I believe that is Photoshop. That's just my amateur opinion. I believe it was Photoshopped.
I would be very fine with her as Power.
Yes, 100%. And I will say I did finally get back into Marvel Rivals into the training range because I'm neurotic and I don't want to play a hero shooter where I don't know what any of the characters do. So I have to like go through every character in the training room to figure out what they do. Yes! And I got through all the DPS last night. So I'm like, I have to train for my fucking video game. God. That's like why I can't play League of Legends. Like 100 characters I have to learn. Even just learning their names is hard enough. All right. So why do we not go a little too far? Because then it lets people like Alyssa Mercante calls out. It lets Ackman be a douchebag. What do you mean? You can't goon to this? Are you for real? If you think the series ugly, you might just be gay, dude. It's okay to be gay. So he gets... I don't want to see them getting to virtue signal. I don't like it, guys. We can do better. And she is pretty, and I think she looks fine. Everyone on this panel thought she looks fine, right? Other than some shots and some jaw issues, right?
I think she looks fine, but she does look different. And if you ask me which one, because it's age aside, they changed her face model. Now you can say it's because fucking the Unreal 5, the jump to Unreal 5, but yeah. She has a puffy lower jaw and fat in her face. You'd be pretty emaciated if all you were doing was hunting monsters in the fucking woods and not eating. You wouldn't have pudgy little girl fat like that. And I know she's getting older, bro. We don't know the time frame, but I don't know, man. We've seen that they intentionally make them. I don't know how to explain it other than realistic to how most women work before she was an idealized version. Like even though she had scars and was fallible.
I will say though, and we have seen that many a time, and I feel this is like a pretty low on the egregious scale.
It is,
agreed,
but it's there, and it's just a signifier of and this is on top of the lore changes and what we know now. CD Projekt Red looks like,
because like this is This is what we're currently up against.
Yeah.
People
Certainly
are fighting the
Battlefield.
wrong thing. They need to be going after that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, I demand a gifted membership right now, or I keep scrolling down.
All right. I've
I
seen
mean,
this
look,
before.
Harding is sweet.
I will.
I mean,
I will
maybe
do
from
it.
the top up.
Gifty,
The face
right
is
now.
fine for a dwarf. I mean, I feel bad.
I'm
about
going
it.
to keep scrolling, guys. I'm telling you right now. Gifty or I scroll. I'm just.
No.
I'll do it.
Go ahead, do it, coward.
Okay, I'm doing it. Here we go. Scroll. Scroll.
Oh,
Tomax saved us. Thank God. Actually, we got a perfect clip for him. 1 second. All right, so this is now turned into a public safety announcement. This is going around. Apparently, they data mined or something. Some modders got the original assets, and some obviously when you do the models, they don't have clothes. So usually, when you model, oftentimes they're naked. And this monstrosity is naked. I know even when Tomax like that's too degenerate for me. Yeah, let's get some DJ emotes in chat for that one. Out DJ, no, thank you, Tomac. I would have done it. I am crazy. I'm really glad I didn't have to do it. All right, here's what else we're going up against. I wonder why Ubisoft died. So not only is this a Rainbow Six Siege character, they're using this in promotional material. I feel like Siri looks pretty good. I think she looks pretty all right by comparison. Now, this of course brings up, so now, do you prefer the one on the left or the one on the right? Because if you prefer the one on the left, guess what? You're a gooner! Oh, all you care about is sex and sexy video game characters and boobs, you stupid gooner. So which one do you guys prefer? This one or the one on the right?
I guess I'm a gooner. I would not like that one on the right.
And
Also,
this
I
is
just
pretty
want
much
to point out that the person on the right in real life looks way better.
Yeah?
The person that they based it off of.
There's
She's
an
one of
Amanda
the
Stenberg thing.
way
going on
better.
there. Well, compared to that, yes.
Compared to that, that looks like someone that's been in prison for like
The
17
nutter
years.
with the,
Have you-
the green eye makeup was doable, even though I'd feel bad about it. That one is not doable.
We watched, no, it's an alien. We watched where it talks about being non-binary and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like a monstrosity.
had
You think it
tits.
looks, I think it looks better without the crazy hair.
Oh no. No, I don't know. I think
I do agree the
I
hair
find it
does not look good and also has the septum piercing in real life, but like her face and her body looks much better than what they put in the game.
Okay. I always say, like, this is a handsome Asian man. What she is like normally a monstrosity. So that when you say like way better, at least this is like, yeah, a handsome Asian man. Preferably, I like Eve though myself.
I'm just pointing out that they intentionally put muscles on her and stuff like that.
I mean,
that
at least is a woman.
My point of contention is the way better part. ABF. You think this is way better?
They egregiously turned it from a female to a male looking character. Like, that's like, female or male? Which one are you going to choose?
Yeah, I mean, one is
say that's way different.
The other one is just low standards.
You're asking the wrong guy that question. I just told you I'll take the handsome Asian man. And this is another issue as well. As an editor, you know how hard it is to get a frame that doesn't look fucking retarded? It's almost impossible. If you're in any sort of movement, if you're not just holding like straight face, you look retarded.
I know, but there's scenes like that with the original series where it may be a silly face, but she doesn't look fat, and it's just a thing. Red French Moon for 5. I rewatched the trailer, and the chin issue isn't in all shots correct, and in some series pretty correct. And girl looked, I didn't see that part of the trailer. But CD Projekt Red embarrassing DEI is worrying. Yeah, embracing, I think is what he was going to say, because they embraced it fully.
So people keep saying that it's the Unreal Engine that's doing that. Why don't they just redo the mocap and upload it into their character model?
It's also a different actress. It's not the same voice actress from the original Witcher 3.
Which is fine. That's fine.
They're
Well,
not,
really, 'cause I want
insults.
Doug Cockle to still be Geralt, so I would prefer if it was still continuity of voice acting, but I guess you can't always get the same people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's CDPR that many are gone, half of the company left. They've refortified with you know who's.
And that's where the argument needs to be is I don't trust the company, not the, this chick is ugly.
Now look, I've learned a fucking very valuable lesson. I think we all have. Do we still have that one? Where's the fucking this guy.
For a modern gaming audience.
I'm enjoying the Great Circle. What a fucking disservice that dude did, right? That might be the case where we get at best an inoffensive Witcher 4 and you have to point out but the chances of that happening, very low. Because I would argue that there's a far larger corrupted amount of people at CD Projekt Red than there is over there at Machine Games, where like it was maybe that dude and one other, as opposed to CD Projekt Red, where it's like half the fucking, if not the whole studio.
Wait, what am I missing here?
What? Shake?
Yeah, let's try. Wait, is that Witcher reference? I'm confused. Someone help me. Save me. Save me from being a big nerd.
I think he's suggesting that the actress is maybe on the cocaine, and does she come with a straw? I don't know. I'm confused. That's what I would have guessed. I don't know.
Are we talking non-binary girl
Maybe
at
he
this
needs
point?
a straw.
What are we talking about?
Whatever. We're not smart people.
I'm sick. I'm gonna blame it on I'm sick.
Hey,
I know. I can't believe they said it.
Yeah. Ciri won't break any canon or even offend the canon, but also she did something only children can do and only male children can do. Yes, correct.
Yeah, but it's cool because they said, don't worry, the thing that breaks the lore doesn't break lore. Don't be mad.
One of the fake straws.
All right, speaking of lore, I watched the first Rambo movie that I did not enjoy. Rambo Last Blood. Don't watch it. Watch the last 20 minutes Home Alone movie. Do recommend that part. ABF, why does he have a series of tunnels in his front yard like you do? Is that legal? Are we allowed to do that? Can I build a bunch of tunnels?
Did I tell you about my tunnels? You're not supposed to know about that.
Oh, that was a behind the scenes talk. Oh, fuck. All right. Well, you see him in the beginning and you say, why the hell are they going into tunnels? He lets it, for some reason, the daughter, he's like, yeah, have your friends all play in my doomsday bunker
murder tunnels. Yeah.
All right. This definitely isn't foreshadowing for the final fight scene being here. It totally is 100%. All right. So we're going to talk very briefly about this.
ABF chasing people through the tunnels with pig meat on his face. It's fucking baloney.
Erwin just needs to tell this story in the perspective of having PTSD and being tortured in Vietnam.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have... The amount of times he has PTSD in Rambo is like 3. He has so little freaking PTSD in these freaking movies. It's insane. All right. So also, I will say I'm almost finished with Squid Game, and I now realize that I really need to get like all the degenerate VIPs in their mask. I really need to turn them into APF. Sorry, more on that later. All right. So I'm not like a Mauler where I need every little tiny bit of logic to make absolute perfect 100% sense. I am pretty happy to just go along for the ride, turn the brain off, and enjoy it for the most part. 2 big logic moments that really angered me. So he's got his like adopted daughter who I just called AOC the whole time. Yeah, I don't know her name, but she looks like AOC and she wears the red lipstick. So I called her AOC. So she wants to find her deadbeat dad who beat her mom because she wants to know why her deadbeat dad who beat her mom left. Because she just needs to know why the piece of crap woman beater left. And he's in Mexico and she's a teenager and she wants to go down and see him by herself. Oh, don't worry. Her shady gangster friend, who is a bad influence on her, she tracked him down. And then Rambo and Abuela very, very, very clearly say, bitch, you are forbidden from going there. So she goes there for some reason, gets there, and her friend, first thing her friend says is, oh, are you a virgin? I don't want to say, bitch, you deserve what happens to you, but holy crap, bitch, I have zero sympathy for you. You literally asked for this to happen. What the hell? That logic really pissed me off. And then, so she gets kidnapped. So Rambo has to come down, and he just walks up, and he's looking at like the gangsters, like mansion or whatever. And then the guards like see him and stare at him. So he's doing terrible job at being sneaky and doing recon. And then so he just starts walking and they all see him and they're all calling. And I'm like, oh, he's like leading them into a trap. All of them just keep following. He's got the whole freaking Mexican cartel surrounding him. Then he just lets them disarm him. And then they beat him almost to death. And he says, let it go. So his plan was to just go get beaten to death by the Mexican freaking cartel.
Because it's worked in other movies before, Irwin. He's Rambo.
Yeah. He's the villain. He needed to be beaten.
What was the
He's
plan?
good at getting he's good at getting beaten to death and then escaping.
Let me rage on Red Frenchman for a second for 5. It's possible to make her pass the trials without breaking lore. With her time and dimension abilities and her blood and DEI be bad. But yeah. The first part, I love you but respect, that's fucking bullshit. Using her elder blood time powers to all of a sudden be like, yeah, she could take the trial of grasses that they don't remember how to do and can only be done on children. And even if you could, why would you do that? Why would you do that? She already has elder blood powers. She can't be taught Witcher signs.
AOC.
She's arguably better being able to teleport and jump worlds. I don't know. It would just be sad to do all that and change lore to regress her into just a basic bitch Witcher. That's now the last of her kind, basically.
I remember them kissing.
That's what it looked like.
She should build tunnels.
You know, I want to feel bad for her, but oh my god, did she do it all to herself? Should have listened to her abuela.
The left told her that MS-13 is endangered, so she was like, I'm gonna go to Mexico.
Yes. Like, oh my god. My uncle's just kind of weird. That's why he has the tunnels with the forge.
It's the Mandalorian forge.
That's badass.
It is cool.
I love you, Red.
Invite your friends down. They'll want to see my floor. Oh, okay. So
no, Hayden. She's a biological Witcher.
You don't want to crush some beers around a forge with your buddies down in a tunnel with a.
And they let him drink too. Let him. Oh my god. Was he going off to college and fucking dumb bitch? All right, so yeah, it's just normal underground tunnels, normal forge stuff. All right, so I thought one of the best parts was him setting all the traps in First Blood. So setting all the traps was pretty great here. My favorite part about Predators 2010 that we'll be discussing later is when all the crazy, insane traps go off. Like I thought it was the Predator that set it up, but apparently it was like the dead guy set them up. I really enjoyed that part. So I like the whole Home Alone-ness of it. Don't watch it. Just look up the last 20 minutes on YouTube. I guarantee it's on there. Let's see. Bad guys. This is just like Rambo 2008. The bad guys are so blatantly the bad guys. It's insane. I hated that I had to watch these, but I'm glad I did because they did really help me make some more points. Also, I will say, hard to not root for the bad guys when they have gold-plated AKs. Just saying. Just saying. All right, enough of that. Wait, Sylvester?
Oh yeah.
Are they in honor? Okay, so are they gonna call him Sly then? I assume. Is that just like guaranteed? Let's see. Oh fuck. And then I thought he was gonna die at the end, but he doesn't. He gets off and rides into the sunset. I keep track of every use of a Rambo knife, and then this one is really dumb. He literally just gives the cartel his Rambo knife, and then they use the Rambo knife to cut him and the girl. So the Rambo knife does bad guy stuff in this, and then at the very end, he has like another knife and he stabs it into the dude's chest. So the Rambo knife, the Rambo knife was a bad guy in this one. I will say it. All right, I think that's enough. Yeah, this is the only one I didn't like. It kind of sucked. I will say it. All right, we're gonna. No, we'll go a bit longer. I'm going to send you something in private chat, Badger. We talk about how the boomers are waking up and how even like my dad watches my streams now and what have you. And how even the boomers are watching the Joe Rogans and what have you. And a lot of these boomers, they love their Fox News. But thankfully, a lot of them have stopped watching it. But what are they watching now? Well, let's let Destiny tell us what his mom moved on from after Fox News. This is so good. Watch till the end.
Like 7 or 8 years ago, my mom told me, she's like, I don't watch Fox News anymore. I'm like, oh my God, that's so good for you.
I watch InfoWars.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Seriously.
You said that as a joke, but that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I was happy, but she went to Facebook and she was getting all of her news from like the memes and then like Alex Jones. Like my mom will send me texts of like, Stevie, look at what this guy said. And I'm like, Mom, this guy tweeted 2 days ago that I was a cuck.
You are.
That's why she's watching.
Play the last part again.
Spoiler, you are in fact.
That's why she's watching.
A little further.
I was happy 2 days ago that I was a cuck. Look at what this guy said. And I'm like, Mom, this guy
tell his
tweeted 2 days
mom
ago that I was a cuck.
That's why she's watching.
Yeah. He was in fact a cuck F word. Yes.
Man, where did she go wrong raising that kid? She sounds based.
That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, as someone who's been watching the media for a long time, it's kind of crazy the world we're in, and we are 100% the media now. Oh,
Also,
all
isn't
right.
it kind of wild how much his mouth moves around when he talks? It's so distracting.
I don't think I've ever really noticed that. I usually move other things around.
Pull up the
when I
first
talk.
like 2 seconds again, Badger.
But oh, sorry, I have it brought down. But,
He looks like a damn drug addict when he talks.
by the way, not for nothing. If there's a video game and there's a bunch of guys,
You were
and
just distracting us, weren't you?
if one has a machine gun, I'm not. I'm shooting them first. Oh, you were distracting.
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, hey, okay, yeah, I've heard. let's watch his mouth real quick. You got a purty mouth, Destiny.
Oh, it's all bad. Coke jaw.
Every clip I've seen, like someone pointed it out, and I can't not see it anymore. His jaw
got-
like just goes side to side like he's a freaking cow.
Like,
Oh,
7
like-
or 8 years ago, my mom told me, she's like, I don't watch Fox News anymore. I'm like, oh my God, that's so good for you.
I watch InfoWars.
That's
thought
a
it was all
fair.
dick.
Actually, you said that as a joke.
He
I
may.
thought it was all the dicks. It unhinged his jaw.
Well, yeah. Well, he might just have like some
I
jaw
was happy, but
issues
she
or
went to Facebook
something.
and she was getting all of her news.
Yeah, you get the idea.
But yeah, no, that is. God dang it! That's one of those things. Now I'm gonna see every single
Yeah,
freaking time. Thanks
That's
a
one
lot.
of the greatest clips I've ever seen. Thank you for
Also,
showing
thanks.
that.
I know. I don't even know when that was from. If it's old, I don't know. But I felt blessed. It was one. So when I first start like my tab looking, I just go straight on Twitter and I just look for whatever's the most recent, and that was one of them. And oh man, and it's like, oh, it's so funny. Oh, InfoWars, and then you get to the very end, and you're like, that special extra little cherry on top of what he has to tell his mom.
So we'll be talking about Predators on the ads channel, and also just because I've been playing. I did the equivalent of that last night, and it was pretty fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
ABF, I'd watch War of the Rohirrim again just for you, man. But please, God, don't make me. Please, no, I would, but please don't make me.
I'm not gonna make you no.
Oh, thank you.
Did no one get hit? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Really?
snap. No one got hit. Whoopsies. No.
Badger gave your channel AIDS.
B-Man.
It happens
B-Man.
sometimes, buddy.
B-Man stole them all.
It
No.
happens. Yeah.
Wait, so
It's all right, right?
Let's see.
No.
Oh
it
yeah,
happens.
none of them have been giving.
Yeah, that means you got it. So today is not your day.
AIDS.
It was Graph Web. I think he was
I as well blame Graph. He Bella
Yeah,
Swanned you. And
obviously.
he extended his shield to everyone, and now no one got hit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a little more than some lag. All right, what are we, an hour? God, I gotta turn this fan on. Man, I'm burning.
Oh, you know what it is? Destiny was on the screen when I put him out there, so I think they got cucked.
It means you get.
Yeah, 100%. All right, do a couple more and then skedaddle. We are the media now. IGN doing layoffs. GameIndustry.biz doing layoffs. I promised some layoffs in digital media were coming, and we're already getting to see them a little bit early. That fiscal year is ending. We got to save some
By
money.
the way, Jake Martin, when he said, I was watching Last Crusade yesterday, and there's this part, by the way, trying to dissolve, all the students are swarming him. Yes, he could, but also when I was exploring, you can go back to earlier parts in the game, and I was going through the college, and I went to his office. He has letters from his students trying to fuck him, basically. Like,
That's amazing.
Could you help me with some extended tutoring? I was so lonely last night that I forgot to study. Shit like that. I was like, yeah, all right, they did the good. Shut up.
Well, they literally are like fawning after him, right? Like
Yeah.
they're all.
She
like,
has like
waiting for him.
"Kiss me" or whatever the fuck written on her eyes.
Oh yeah, see that's. I know. I was watching all these older Harrison Ford movies, and some of them are a little hashtag me too.
Well, that's why, like, when for some reason Robert and Script Doctor had their horrible things that they would have done with the future, and he's like, I would have seen him as a wise guru, and I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? He would have been a rock star. He'd have been the fucking pimp of that campus.
I'm pulling up the picture of that shirtless dwarf right now. Turns out I didn't get the gifty. I'm pulling it up, guys. Let's see. Unless someone gives me a gifty. Pulling bookmark.
They don't.
You guys do not want to see it.
This is violence.
All right. Let's see. What else?
Is it in your bookmarks, or are you like searching for it?
Oh no, I was just kidding. I was looking for what other tab. I did not know Todd Howard was so freaking short.
That's accurate.
Holy crap. That was probably the most shocking moment of the Game Awards to me.
Who's laughing now?
I was distracted by that dude's like weird pants also. They were like all the way up to his like chest, and they were just huge. It's so weird looking.
All right, we'll make this the last one. All right, so NBC News implies video game Among Us may have inspired United Healthcare CEO assassin. Did you guys know that you try to assassinate a player in Among Us, so that means every assassin ever probably played Among Us and learned assassinations from Among Us? Thoughts?
My thought is that only Red French Moon noticed my Bella Swan reference, meaning that you are also, in fact, gay. Gotcha. Sorry. This is stupid. They probably never played it, and I don't know what intern thought this was a good idea for a story.
Well, also, like, this is something that the right is, normally does, like, from 10 years ago. Oh, this person did a crime, they play Call of Duty, therefore violence in video games bad.
Yep, I blame Counter-Strike.
All right, sorry, the Call of Duty almost got me there for a second. Yeah, you don't hate the media enough. All right, blah. We're at 6. All right, we are at 6. So here in 4 hours, we will be on Nat stream for the Predators 2010 stream. Patrick, got anything else you want to plug?
In 8 hours, I will be watching Wicked with the fury of 1,000 suns inside of me.
ABF, anything you want to plug?
In 8 hours, I'm going to be absorbing someone's
Shorts Prada will be good. I'll direct it. I'll fucking direct it to you real good. I'll tell you that. ABF.
I want to hear some screams.
Thank you, Jessica. I have to.
Hey.
Look, in the anniversary stream, it said if I hit $1,000, I have to go watch Wicked, and we hit it. So, motherfucker, I gotta go watch Wicked. I'm a man of my word.
Well, hey, we'll go and practice some singing for fuck's sake.
Cancel Disney Plus. Oh,
damn, you're on point today.
All right, we will see you all in a little bit, and of course, tomorrow Gooch might finally make an appearance if he deems us worthy.
So long, and thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Come on.
Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
Bye, everybody.
Stay Gooch.